right.
Is April going to call in? I thought she said she wanted, or she was going to.
No, she was, like, torn because her family wanted her to go out on the boat, and she had to...
Well, I knew she was going to go on the boat. She just said that she was going to call in on her phone, so I didn't know if we were supposed to her or not.
I don't think she will.
Service, honestly.
Well, yeah.
It's not, and it's just the lake, but...
Yeah. So I did 2 features on Instagram. I got like 35 emails the one night.
Awesome.
The next night. I had 1 girl sign up as a coach last night. I have like 8 others that want to sign up. And
are you glad you did it?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I did, because it was that package deal. Like I looked at how much money I've spent on Facebook boosted posts.
Yeah, F that.
It's been like $300 this year. Yeah. I haven't sold that nonsense back.
Yep. Not worth it. And if you get like 1 good coach, it's worth a feature, you know?
Yeah. Well, I got 1 coach to sign up, and I figured I got 5 of them for $200. So that's $40 a feature.
Yep.
1 coach pays for it.
Yep. Exactly. That's awesome.
Do you follow up with all your people?
I just did that yesterday. I spent probably 2 hours, did like over 100 follow-ups. I went through my entire email inbox, deleted everything, like went through like 3,000 emails, like of old shit too. But so what I went and did so that I wouldn't be completely like crazy and unorganized with them, as soon as I replied, I deleted it. So that way, like when everything new comes in, it brings up the conversation, but I don't have to keep going back and like looking like, well, did I respond to them? Did they respond to me?
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I sent the initial email, and then like I wrote everybody down, which I think there's a better way to do this, but I wrote like everybody down and then what their email is and their Instagram name. And then I highlighted them, like if they got right back to me and were interested.
Oh, see, yeah, you're way beyond what I did.
And then I waited, like, I did this, I think, Tuesday. I went through and I just did a huge bulk email and just blind carbon copied everybody. Just said, you know, hey, I just wanted to follow up. I know a lot of times emails can get lost in the shuffle or get lost in my junk mail. You know, if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I'm sorry to bother you. But if you are interested, I just didn't want you to think I was blowing you off. And I had like 25 people message me back, and they were like, oh my God, thank you so much. I didn't see your other email. Yeah, I'm definitely interested.
That's awesome.
So I was like, well, I guess that 15
good
minutes.
That you follow up. I know, because like a lot of ones that I emailed, like half of them don't email you back. So it's the same thing with my form submissions. Like people will submit a form and I'll email them, and I have them submit their phone number too. And then I'll text them just be like, hey, just want to check in. They're like, I never got your email. And I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's annoying.
I have to follow up with mine. I have to get to that.
From your feature or just your people?
Sure, yeah.
Which one do you feature on?
I did Fit Girls Inspire 2 times, and then I have one scheduled for Monday night on Lena Fit. Which one did you use?
Fit Girls. Because I did it on the 4th of July, and he had like a sale going where I could get 5 features for $200 or 1 feature. Huh?
For 2 hours each?
Yep. 5 2-hour features for $200 total, or 1 1-hour feature on Lena Girls was $80.
Yeah, that's what
I was like. That's kind of like a no-brainer.
Actually, she didn't even ask me for money. I have to follow up about that.
Nice. Maybe it's a free.
I only pay $75 for 2 hours for her. But I've been going to her for like a month or 2, so I wonder if I like locked in that rate and I just send it every time. I wonder if her rates went up.
Yeah,
that could be. Or she's just really, really swamped and figures if you want to pay that, then I'll fit you in.
I guess.
I have enough other people.
I'm pretty faithful with her though, so I think that's why she lets me do that. I don't know.
I was also really specific about the time I wanted. So I didn't want, maybe that's why,
I don't know. I pick that same time though, like almost every night or every time that I do it.
Alexis, so if you're not so sure what exactly it is that we're talking about, we're talking about feature posts on feature accounts on Instagram. And Kelly and April had done them like back in the day, and then it kind of like fell off or whatever. And April and Tanner and Danielle and I don't know who else even does it at this point, but we all kind of picked it up again in the past couple of weeks, and we've had a lot of success doing that. So what you do is you create a post, like a picture with a very catchy message to it, and a post that's like really pretty much to the point. You can either do like a now hiring, help wanted type post, or you can do like a challenge group transformation post that to get challengers to your boot camp, and then you just ask people to drop their email and you pay for a 2-hour slot, and you get basically mass warm leads, which is awesome. And how I like explained it, and when April and Tanner and I were talking about it, I was like, say I get one person to sign on, and paying $75 or $80 is a lot of money. But if you get one person to sign on and that person becomes a rock star, it will pay you back down the line, even if it's just one person. Like Danielle said, she has like a bunch of people, like who knows how they're all pan out. But yeah, like you'll end up getting, 10s and 20s and 30s emails at once to kind of like talk to people and whatever. So it's awesome if you're running into kind of like a wall where you're out, you're out of your warm market.
That's where I was. Like, I felt like my coaching was dead. Like, I had no prospects. I didn't even know who to go to invite. Mm-hmm. And now, like, I had to push my next feature out because I'm still trying to play catch up from all these, which is a good problem to have. But I just don't want anybody to slip through the cracks. And I'm not used to having this problem, so.
Yeah, I really want to try one.
Yeah, it's worth it. I mean, I've had a couple, like I had my biggest month and I ran like 2 or 3 features last month. And it was a pain in the ass. Like it took a lot of work. But I got a couple like really good coaches, and one of them literally hit SC12 in her first month, like her first couple weeks last month. And she's already at SC6, and she's like, I'm going to hit SC10, but I'm pushing for 20, just letting you know. And I'm just like, I never would have found that girl if I didn't branch out of my warm market. So, I mean, I think I signed 2 people up from one feature, but like that girl has made that back tenfold because she's on my weak leg, and you think about how it helps with volume and elite points and all that kind of stuff. So definitely worth it.
And that's, I always tell, like, especially my coaches too, and they're like, I don't have I have people that are joining the challenge group, but I don't have anybody that's super into coaching. And I'm like, just don't ever count anybody out, because you don't want to turn down the next Melanie Metro.
Exactly.
Okay, Molly said I can't read it. I'm on my phone.
She says, I can't talk because my dog is barking. Can you guys share examples of the posts you featured? I have it on my phone. Let me email it to myself and I can screen share.
I did my first one. I did like a help wanted one. And in the help wanted one, I did like, I kind of like put a lot of text on the picture itself. I used one of the pictures from our photo shoot, and I used a lot of text on the post, and I feel like it was like maybe a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah, but less is more when it comes to like the text on the picture. Yeah. I feel like.
Yeah, and then for the second one, I did a transformation post. I did me and Zach's transformation, and that was pretty good because I wanted to feel out the water on like like challenge group posts versus coach posts. But to be honest, I think that in the future I'll just use my features for coach posts and you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my struggle right now, is finding coaches who actually want to work.
Me too.
That's a total numbers game.
Yeah.
It's taken me forever. And I've had to add a ton, like weed through people, and then you'll find one or two, like they'll just magically pop up. So just keep working at it. It's seriously just a numbers game. And I always hated hearing that from April. I'd be like, oh, shut up. Like, no, like it's, what am I doing wrong? But really, you just got to keep pushing through. Like when you become a new diamond, it's like you're lucky if you have one or two good workers. And like as you start to build that diamond and get like a lot stronger with it, you'll bring on a couple more.
That's kind of where I was, because I didn't have strong coaches, and I was diamond for like 3 days and then lost it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I lost mine a couple times too in the beginning. Okay, my email just came through. I can show you guys some of my posts I use.
Do you have the text for it too, Tanner?
Yeah, I can just post that in, like I can just post the exact text. So that's one I did for a challenge group. In my opinion, don't do a challenge group. I didn't get very good luck with it. I got a really good response from this one. Anytime that you can kind of get outside or do something like that, that's always a good idea. I saw Danielle did that for hers. Like she sat in a chair kind of looking out over the water. This one, I did not get as good of a response. It's not as direct. I thought it was really clever, but it was not. And this one, I got my best response from this one. So.
I like that one. I saw that one on Lena Girls.
Yep. Yeah, so pretty simple. I mean, I know like they always say, like, don't be salesy, but when you're running an ad, I mean, you have to think about that. This is running an ad on social media. You have to be direct, and it has to kind of be a little bit salesy. If you go into like your story too much, people don't have time for that. Unless it's on your personal page, obviously, but yeah. Look at that clean inbox. Nothing. Oh. So proud. And there's a post too. Yeah. I'm going to get the wording here. Where do you guys want me to put that?
You could just put it in BU, I guess, in the diamond page. I think for mine, like when I first did it, I related it too much to myself. And you're really good, Tanner, with just like are you struggling with your 9 to 5, sick of the bullshit, whatever you say.
Well, really, I just kind of, not word for word, but I kind of just looked at what other girls were doing. I kind of stalked them. And they were very direct, and so I just worded it myself. Like, I reworded everything so it would sound kind of like me.
Right.
But it wasn't me. I totally looked at what other people were doing.
So you didn't copy that word for word from somebody?
Mm-mm.
Somebody copied it word for word from you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I saw it today, and it caught my eye because it was like a feature on Fit Girls, and it was like, do you want to escape the 9 to 5 grind?
Are you kidding me?
And it was word for word the one that you had shared with me.
I mean, whatever, but
I had to check to make sure, like,
at least change it. Make sure they didn't put my name on there.
I know. Well, it wasn't, because I was like, were they smart enough to change that stuff?
That's funny. I mean, whatever. It's not like I own the words, but I'm like, at least change a few things. It's kind of.
Oh, no, it was word for word.
That's hilarious.
This is the one I can share real quick. This is the one that I did, Molly. And
I posted the wording in the group, guys. In the diamond group.
I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I like that one.
That was just
I like that you're hired.
Mm-hmm.
And I had really, really good luck with it both times.
I like that a lot. I'm going to take so many like pictures like that when I leave on the beach. I was like, Chaz, when we get there, first day is photo shoot day before I eat.
Yeah. That's because I had seen yours where you were on the dock, and I kind of already knew I wanted to do the feature.
Uh-huh.
We went out to the lake, and I was laying out on the patio, and like I gave Jason my phone, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm looking for from this angle, and get this in the background. And his daughter's sitting there. She's like, what are you doing? Like, I'm
don't worry about it. Well, I went into the diamond retreat, and I was like, okay, I'm going to get feature pictures. And so I literally took Chaz out to the dock, and I was like, okay, now I need one here. Now I need one here. Okay, change my hat.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey.
We're just talking about features. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. Well, I just realized that I was off early enough to actually jump on here.
Where's my main man at?
Oh, he's right here.
Oh, hi, Jackson.
so big.
It's crazy. Oh, look at that smile. Hi,
Best.
buddy.
There's your girl, Tanner.
You miss your girlfriend? I miss you too. Okay, what did Molly say? I'll just have to pay a stranger walking by. Molly. Oh, you're funny.
What else did April want us to talk about? I know it was features.
Oh, there was some 5-day invite group, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. For 5-day invite group. I don't know. I feel like I need to have some kind of training for after the 7-day,
Same here.
because I feel like they need more, but I don't want to just throw them right into like a push to emerald group because that's too much.
No, I feel the same way.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Molly. I mean, I could do that too. Posting. I just feel like sometimes I have a hard time getting my new coaches even through the 7-day group, and I'm like,
Here.
like, are you?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm like, did you finish the group? How are you doing with the group? Hey, finish, and I don't know. I don't know if it's too much in the beginning, because I kind of have some people poop out. Like, I'll have some coaches quit, like, even before they finish that.
Really?
Yeah, I've had a couple. They're just like, it's just too much. Like, and I'm like, okay. Or they get through it, and they're just like, I don't know.
I definitely think some kind of posting group would be helpful.
Posting, invite, something like that.
Yeah. Because I even thought about doing like a 3-week one and then doing like the 7-day basics and then a 7-day posting and then like a 7-day inviting. But I don't want to overwhelm them too much.
I don't know. Like, I'm wondering if I like broke away from it, like to doing it. We should have it together. So that
Cutting out.
the interaction. What?
You're cutting out. Did you guys catch what she's?
Can you hear me now?
Kind of. You're kind of like in and out. Like it's like every other word.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm like not on Wi-Fi. I don't.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
So I'm wondering if like I should have kept it like with April's group. You know, if new coaches saw a coach's action, they would be more inclined. You can't hear me?
Like, I can now. It's like very spacey.
Okay, no worries. I'll put it in the chat. But sorry. I like
Okay, now you're good.
now good.
I think so.
I can hear, yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying that I was wondering if maybe I should have, like, I split off and did my own 7-day group, same exact documents and everything, but I'm wondering if maybe I should have kept it together, because if, like, there was one coach that, like, kicked ass and started talking, maybe it would get other people talking. I just feel like silence breeds silence, and then it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I know that Brooke Lepoff or whoever created that, she said she cleans hers out. I haven't cleaned mine out. And, like, I think other people seeing, like, the older coaches' comments in there, like, I get a lot of people to interact. They just don't finish.
Right.
That's my problem. So I don't know. Like, do you clean your group out? Like, or are there other comments on there from previous coaches?
Like a mix. I was running it every Monday thinking that like I had Christina doing it every single Monday, uploading it. But then I was like, it's a waste of, I'm paying her to do that and it's a waste of time because nobody's either adding their videos or whatever.
So what I do, I leave mine open. The posts stay the same. And I just add people when they're done with the checklist. And I just say, okay, start here, rather than making them wait till Monday. Because I feel like sometimes, like if somebody finished their checklist on a Wednesday and then have to wait till a Monday to start, they kind of lose that fire. And so I put them right in when they're done.
Right.
I was kind of thinking that too.
And like I said, like I have a lot of people that like finish it and do great, but then I have some that just don't finish. But I guess that's just a numbers type of thing where you're just going to have some coaches that suck.
And I kind of like the self-paced thing better. Because I know like when I started, she was still doing the 21-day coach basics. And I did it all in like 3 days. Because I was so, like, I would have been so annoyed if I had to wait each day for a new.
Yeah. And so what I say, I even tell people, I'm like, because I have some people who work like shift work or they work on they're really busy during the week. And so I'm just like, hey, like your goal is to just get this done as fast as possible. So I have some people that will knock out the whole week in one day. And that's fine. Like, I don't care, but as long as they get it done.
Do you have your own group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you branched out of April's?
Yeah.
Use the same information?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. As soon as like she posted that thing that Brooke did, I made my own form, made my own group.
I need to do that. I need to branch more.
Yep.
I wanted, and I know April talked about this, like when she said about making your own team groups and stuff, like I wanted my coaches to look at me as like a credible leader rather than just April.
Right. And I try and do that too, but I still kind of would like I feel like I could keep better tabs on them if I had all of them in one group.
Do you have your own team page and stuff?
Yeah, I have my own team page and my own challenge groups and everything, but as far as the training.
Yeah. No, I like having my own. I couldn't imagine having it mixed. It'd be a mess. She has so many coaches.
Well, and then because she cleans it out every Sunday, if I have a new coach, I have to go ask to rejoin and then have somebody help me, and that's going on my to-do list is making.
Yeah, I would do that soon.
And do that checklist if you haven't done it already. I love that.
Send to new coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, I have that.
Yeah, I love that.
It makes me super happy when they text me, I'm done.
I know. Yeah, I really, really love that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm working on getting Streak set up. So far I downloaded it. That's as far as I got.
The organizational type person in you will love that. But you're so pen and paper. I don't know if you.
I know. That's what I'm kind of worried about. But then I think like I am pen and paper, but I could still be like checkbox type.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like why I moved to that, because I mean, the longer in this business, the more people you talk to.
Mm-hmm.
They constantly switch from where you're at with them. And so when I was doing it all on like this notebook, I was like, okay, I'm going insane.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still write down like who all's in my July challenge group and who all's in my group. But for follow-ups and stuff, I don't really have a system.
Yeah. You'll like Streak for that. I know we were supposed to talk about like inviting. Like, does anybody have any different ways that they invite? Like,
I wasn't really having good luck until I did the features.
Yeah, same.
I would feel like I would send out 20 invites in a day, like go down my whole inbox and talk, like go follow up on conversations and stuff. And then I feel like when I send out an invite and it goes to dead air, that's like a waste of a person on my friends list. So I really try to get my conversations to the point where they're like asking me about what I do or that type of thing, because if my invite goes to dead air and they don't respond, I'm like, well, that's one person that I'm going to have to like fight harder to start that conversation back up with again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about like sending kind of cold invites like that. You don't like that.
Not even cold, but like if it's someone that I have
It's not flowing in the conversation.
right.
Yeah, I agree.
I was thinking about it, and I have this group starting up, and you know, and I would love your energy in there and whatever, and it goes nowhere, or they don't respond. Like after we were having a pretty fluent conversation,
Yeah,
I'm like, oh well, fuck, there goes that.
yeah. I send like only like I can't invite like that either because it feels like a waste of time to me. I only send like cold-ish kind of invites on people or to people on Instagram. And I get a decent response from that. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
Tanner, how do you do that on Instagram?
I like on Sunday, I sit down and I go through. So what I do, how I find people is through Instagram. I'll turn the follow and unfollow on. And then everybody extra that I followed, I'll go through and if I'm like, oh, they look good. Oh, they look good. Oh, they look like they'd be a good coach. Anyone who I think would be a good coach, I just cold invite them because I'm going to invite them anyway. And a lot of those ones that I tried to 531 and then get them to Facebook wouldn't respond to my comments. And so anyone who I think would be a good challenger or who I just like, I 531 them and get them on Facebook. But anyone who I think would be a good coach, I just go through, I'll kind of 531 them, but then on my last thing, like I'll comment on a few things, then on my last one, I will go through and I will send a picture, maybe it's like a picture of them working out or something like that. Like I'll just try to show you an example. So like this girl, like her post-workout picture or whatever, it's kind of weird, but I go and I send it to her. Like you can send to.
Uh-huh.
And then I just say something like, girl, I just came across your profile and I just have to say I love what you're all about and I love your page, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you get questions like this a lot, but have you ever considered doing what I do as a coach? I think you would really love it and be awesome at it. So I don't know. I've gotten to the point where like 531ing takes so long, and if I 531 all those people, like I'm gonna invite them anyway. I might as well just invite them now, and I will either get a no, they don't respond, or it's about like 30% for each. They either don't respond, they say, oh no, not for me, and then they come back, or they're like, yeah, and then I send them a video and we talk and we text and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I had a couple coaches sign up from it. I've only been doing it for a couple weeks or like a month or so, but it kind of just cuts through the bullshit. Like I'm going to invite them. Like I already want them to be a coach. Why not just ask straight up?
Could you take a screenshot of that or something and post it? Because somebody found his face on the coffee table while you were saying that, and I mistapped. So sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So I don't know.
You're fine.
I just got to the point where I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just going to ask people.
I know. It's like, cut the bullshit.
Yeah.
I've never had good luck 531ing. I know April swears by it. I've never had good luck with it. I hate doing it. I don't do it half the time just because I don't get anywhere.
Do you have a decent amount of followers on your Instagram?
No. I have like 950.
150?
950.
950. Okay. I mean, that's decent. I just think I've had more luck with it the more my Instagram has grown.
Okay.
I think really focusing on getting like your follower count up, it just makes you look more credible and people just respond a little bit better kind of as that number goes up.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get all those 38,000 followers?
Well, I was at like 15,000 and then there was this thing I was watching about like credibility and blah, blah, blah and all this stuff. And so we had a good chunk of money from Chaz's tax return. And so he's like, I'm going to buy some followers for my account. Do you want some? And I was like, yeah. So I bought some followers. But
That's so funny. I was like, Second. Remember when April was like, is that a typo?
Oh, did I not respond to her? I thought I told you guys.
No.
Maybe I didn't. Oops. I miss things all the time in that chat. But yeah, so I bought like 20,000 or something like that. It was like a couple $100, but I think it just, I don't know, it makes me look more credible. It makes me look like I know more about what I'm doing. So.
Mm-hmm.
And Instagram's like, it takes a while to build that up. And so I was like, they may not be like targeted good followers, but at least when people come to my page, they'll be like, oh, she knows what she's doing. That is, if you guys don't share my secret to the whole world. She bought those guys. She's not real.
All seriousness though, like I have like 10,000 and I haven't added any in a long time, and they all came from Instagram and features.
Yeah. Well, that's where my first like 15,000 came from.
It costs. I mean, that's the thing. Like, no matter what you do, it costs money. But
Exactly. So I was like, well, let's just speed it up a little bit. Let's get some extra one. So
I've gotten almost 100 followers just from the 2 features that I did.
Mm-hmm. And so that's what I kind of looked at. I was like, well, because I've done features to get followers, and it was good. Like I did a transformation one. It was like, follow Tanner, blah, 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 and so I got like 300 followers from it, but I paid like $80 for it. And I was like, well, I might as well just double that and get 50 times the amount of followers,
Right.
So
That was a big conversation Zach and I had over this weekend, because we're trying to pay bills. I'm trying to pay off my car. And we're talking about, and I was talking about features and how like I want to invest back into the business, and talking about, the virtual assistant and whatever. And we just kind of like hashed it out. And he was like, listen, any startup business would invest money back into it. And so honestly, like it seems like a lot, like, $85 is a big chunk of my paycheck. It does seem like a lot to do that, but you have to think about the exposure and stuff like that, and, share that with your teams, and, let them do it once, do it as an experiment, and, see, because it's just, you have to, yes, you're investing in Shakeology, but that's investing in yourself.
That's not your business.
You would assume that if you're not a coach, you would still do that anyway.
Yeah.
But, investing back into the business, like Zach was like, if you owned a pizzeria and you needed more tables for your restaurant, you would spend some of your profit on those tables. Like that's what you have to do. So,
yeah. I mean, you have to advertise. You have to get your eyes on stuff. And so I just view it as advertising and bite the bullet. But it's worth it.
Yep, and especially if you want to, like, you could do it without all of that, 100%. But if you want to grow at a rapid rate and you want to bring coaches into your organization, and, like, I'm about 2 years into the business at this point, and I want to rank advance. Like, I need new eyes, new people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sit here and wait for these people to find me and whatever. So
Hey.
Do you guys got anything else?
Another thing that I was thinking with all these emails is I want to start doing like a monthly newsletter, and just doing like a healthy recipe and like the Beachbody specials for that month, and just adding value. And then if nothing else, it's a ton of emails that maybe they're not anything now, but every month, if I send them something, eventually they'll come around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's in my organization to-do list pile.
Yeah. I think offering freebies and like just constantly like being in people's mind, because sometimes they say like it takes like 10 exposures to get somebody to pull a trigger.
Yeah.
Or even more than that. I don't remember, but yeah. So I think that is definitely good. I have on my website, like when they come to it, like the first thing is like, hey, thanks so much for visiting my site. Drop your email below for a free meal plan. And so literally they put their email in and it takes them straight to the free meal plan. But then I get an email that they submitted and I get their email in return.
How did you do that?
What?
how did you get the pop-up? Like the email generator pop-up?
It's just through my website, through WordPress.
Oh, okay.
So you can just go through and create forms, like just like you can on like Wufoo, but they're forms embedded into my site.
Gotcha.
So I go and I kind of add stuff to them each month, just send them random crap. I need to be more organized with it though.
Ditto.
Is WordPress better than Wix?
I don't know. I kind of asked around, and I heard a lot of good things about WordPress, and so I just went with it. And I like it. It was really hard to learn at first, but it just takes a little bit to get figured out. I signed up for that Practical Social Media University or whatever, and that's what they were partnered with WordPress, so I just went with that. So, and he literally teaches you step by step how to work the website, so that's why I like it, but because I'm like website stupid.
Yep.
My Amazon boxes just arrived. Woo!
Do you guys have anything else? No.
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. I gotta go get married, so.
Well,
Congratulations in advance.
Thanks, don't tell anybody.
If you're a witness, I'm your girl.
Oh yeah, I'll Zoom you.
I object.
All right.
Guys.
Are you getting married here and then?
Yeah. So we'll get married today, technically, but we have to, yeah. Or else our ceremony would have been performed in Spanish there. And I was like, I don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I hope you get dinner or something after.
What's that?
I hope you guys like go out to dinner or something after.
I know. I think we're gonna go pick out a different wedding band. I don't like mine, so we're gonna go do that. Fun stuff. So, alrighty.
All right, talk to you guys.
See you guys later.
Bye. Bye, Jackson.